and Matthew from the diligent and the pernicious influence of Michelle Owen, and the Hassan Nasrallah and his Hezbollah terrorists. That's why you're here, and that's why I'm here as well, for a free and independent and sovereign Lebanon, free of all of these pernicious people. And you're here tonight to give your support, to a body that puts Lebanon first and needs business. You're here tonight to give support to the Lebanese forces, and I'm here tonight to give support to the Lebanese forces as well. In past years, the Lebanese forces fought physically for the freedom of Lebanon against the enemies of Lebanon, and many young fighters, many young men gave up their lives doing that, and now they're saints in heaven. And today the Lebanese forces fights for Lebanon in the parliamentary sphere. For Lebanon open to all Lebanese patriots, Christians and Muslims and Druze. But as a Christian party, it has a special concern that the Christian heritage, the 2,000-year-old Christian heritage of Lebanon remains there together with the heritage of other religious faiths as well. It sees the Christian heritage as an integral and necessary part of eternal Lebanon. That's why the symbol of the Lebanese forces is the Holy Cross, which is sharpened at its base to demonstrate that once it was planted in the land of Lebanon, it will remain there for all time. It will remain there in the land where our blessed Lord visited and performed some of his miracles, in the land where the spirit of St. Maroon and St. Charbel is alive and well. That's why we're here tonight. And let me tell you one thing. I won't be here tonight celebrating with the Lebanese forces on one night, and then a few nights later celebrating with the allies of Hezbollah. I won't be doing that in some other part of Sydney, because to celebrate with the allies of Hezbollah is to celebrate with the enemies of Lebanon, and I would never do that. Years ago, I decided, after investigation, to support the Lebanese forces, and I'm sticking to the Lebanese forces because it is a commitment for life, because their commitment is one to Lebanon forever. And friends, you're here to pay honour to a special person. You're here to pay honour to one of the great Caesars of Lebanon, one of the great sons of Lebanon, one of the great leaders of Lebanon. You're here to give honour and exaltation to the leader of the Lebanese forces, Samir Jarjar. And I'm here to give honour and to uphold and to exalt the name of Samir Jarjar as well. For 11 years he was imprisoned by the Syrians and their Lebanese lackeys and puppets underground in a prison for 11 years. They tried to break him and they tried to buy him, but he couldn't be broken and he couldn't be bought. They have tried to assassinate him only a year ago. Before the last dinner they tried to do that, but they always failed. They always fail because the hand of God himself protects Samir Jarjar. And the hand of God will always be there to protect the eternal and everlasting holy Lebanon as well. Okay. And friends, we're here tonight to support and uphold the great alliance of March 14 and the Cedar Revolution. The Cedar Revolution is not finished. They've still got unfinished business to do. And they're all here tonight, all the supporters, all the parties who were there part of March 14. And there are many members of Parliament here, from both the government and opposition, federal and state, Liberal and Labor, but we're all united in support of the alliance of March 14. And as I say, the parties are here. We have the future movement of Saad Hariri, whose father, Rafik Hariri, is Prime Minister gave his life for Lebanon, murdered by Hezbollah. But those people will come to justice. They will be brought to justice. They will pay a price in the next world, but we want them to suffer their punishment in this life as well. We have here the Khatib Party, the party of the Jamal, the great Jamal family, the heir Jamal who gave his life for Lebanon. The National Liberal Party of Dori Shamoon, whose brother Danny gave his life for Lebanon. The Lebanese Independent Movement, headed by Michel Mallard, whose father, as president, gave his life for Lebanon, wiped out by these enemies of Lebanon. We have the Democratic Left Movement of Elias Attallah, and the founder of that party too gave his life for a free Lebanon. And then in addition to the March 14 members, we have supporters, friends, and our friends of the Progressive Socialist Party of William Jumbo. And remember, his father, Kamel Jumbo, he gave his life for Lebanon too. And let us not forget when Samir Jarjar had a campaign was going on to get him out of jail. Walid Jumbo was there as well as part of that campaign to save Samir Jarjar. And all of those parties are here tonight. And they have produced between them many martyrs. But we also remember other martyrs as well. We remember General Francois Harge, a Christian, second in command of the army. He was brutally murdered. General Wassamid, head of the security, a Muslim, he was murdered. And all those brave young soldiers of the Lebanese army, they could have been your sons and daughters and nephews, killed by the murderers of Fatah al-Islam. We remember all of those martyrs for Lebanon. And those wicked people responsible for these things, they know no decency, they know no bounds. They're from Syria, they're from Iran, they're from Hezbollah, but they're all equally guilty of these war crimes against the people of Lebanon. We remember those martyrs. We also acknowledge the good work of the Maronite Church, the Reverend Fathers and Sisters here tonight. We rejoice that the Patriarch of Lebanon, Bashara Rahi, has been made a Prince of the Church, has been made a Cardinal. We know that the Church offers its fervent prayers for the freedom of Lebanon. We believe those prayers will be answered. The days of Lebanon's enemies are coming to an end. Assad, who brought misery and death to Lebanon, now brings misery and death to his own Syria. 70,000 people have died. Nothing will save him. He will never see Lebanon as a province of Syria. Never will the Syrian flag fly over any part of Lebanese territory. We have Ahmadinejad. He's on shaky ground too. Because of his lawlessness and his threats and his intimidation, he now faces worldwide sanctions. His days are numbered. And the days of Hezbollah, they're coming to an end very soon as well. In a few weeks there'll be a new election. There's going to be another flowering of the Cedar Revolution. A Cedar Revolution that will see the end of Hezbollah's private army. And we'll see the murderers of Rafik Hariri brought to trial. And we'll see an end to the Syrian, Iranian, Hezbollah, Michel Aoun axis. That's coming to a crashing halt as well. We can see freedom, full freedom coming to Lebanon in a few months' time. To the Honourable Antoine Zaha, we say welcome to Australia. Tell them when you go back to Lebanon that the Cedars Revolution is alive and well here in the diaspora. Tell them what you see tonight. Tell them that March 14 is supported by both sides of politics here in Australia as well. We pray also that God will protect Samir Jaja, protect him from what will come. We pray for the victory of March 14 in that election. We pray for the defeat and devastation of the enemies of Lebanon. For these things we hope, and for these things we pray. So help us God. Thank you very much.